College Weekly. I am We have WryTron here with us. We're brought to you by PickAdvisor.com. Hit the like button, subscribe. So how you doing tonight, Joey?
Good. Just watching college basketball, ESPN Plus multicast, one of the greatest things ever invented.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Certainly a treat when you want to watch a lot of stuff. So,
Oh yeah.
tonight we are going to talk about three college basketball games for tomorrow's slate, Wednesday, and then we're going to go over a little bit about two college football games on Saturday, two ball games. So, I guess we'll get right into it. Our first game is going to be tomorrow, Appalachian State at Wake Forest. App State has 6-4 record. Wake Forest is 7-3. Both teams are even at covering the spread. Wake Forest is 5-0 at home. What do you think about this one?
So Wake Forest burnt me last weekend. I had a money line against LSU, 20-point lead at halftime, blows it and lose by 2. Almost with that same exact type of lead against Wisconsin. Luckily, they won by 2 points in that one. I don't trust Wake Forest, man. They cannot hold leads. They play too sloppy. They turn the ball over. And honestly, App State is good on offense. They're averaging 79 points per game. They rely really heavily on the three, Appalachian State. And in terms of Ken Palm's efficiency, they're about the same in terms of App State shooting the three in their percentage and Wake Forest guarding it. So I see this as a really good matchup for App State to really capitalize on some threes. At 11.5, way too much, in my opinion. I don't care if you're home, neutral court, 11.5 points for giving that to Wake Forest. Way too much, man. Way too much.
Yeah, I don't know. Wake Forest is a good shooting team. They're pretty fast tempoed, whereas App State, they're more defensive, especially in the inside. So I think if Wake Forest is going to cover this number, they're definitely going to have to hit their threes. But App State hasn't really beaten anybody. They beat Louisville by 1. They're probably the worst team in the league.
Louisville's trash.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is I lean on the Warriors side for this one.
So one statistic I really liked, I was browsing through Haslametrics. One thing I really liked that he pointed out was in terms of shots up court per 100 possessions, App State is averaging 6 more shots per 100 possessions than Wake Forest. So with a number like 11.5, you might even get 12 somewhere. That's a pretty good margin right there for App State to cover.
Yeah, I think they have a shot. I lean towards Wake Forest to cover this number, especially at home.
Fair enough.
I guess we'll see what happens.
And I like the over 141. Definitely
like
over for
over?
this. Yeah.
All right.
Raining threes, baby.
That's it. Sharpshooting all night.
Absolutely.
All right. So second game we'll look at is Central Florida at Mississippi. UCF is 7-2. Mississippi as well is 7-2. UCF has covered the spread 6 out of 9 times, whereas Mississippi is 4-1 covering the spread. Ole Miss is 5-0 at home. It's another one where we have a really good home team. I think this is UCF's first true road game.
That's correct. I don't really count neutrals as road games.
Yeah, me
but
neither.
I agree with that true road game.
But they have done well in neutrals. They're 2-0. So So what do you think about this one?
Ole Miss defense is really good, man. They have a defensive efficiency of 94.3. In terms of rebounding, they're really good at rebounding the ball. On the offensive side of things, they're getting rebounds at 38.8%. And that's pretty damn good for college basketball. And with a small number like 5.5, I don't know, man. I don't really see UCF putting up a lot of points in this game against Ole Miss, especially on the road. First road test against Ole Miss, that's gonna be a tough environment, man.
Yeah, both teams are pretty strong defensively here. I think Mississippi is definitely the stronger offensive team. Defensively, they create a lot of turnovers. Both of these teams do have depth. I don't know. I lean Ole Miss to cover this number as well. I think so. What
If I
for this one?
It's 127 is the total. If I play anything on this, I'd probably play the under.
Yeah, it's low.
Yeah. I don't see us going over 127. I hope I wake up tomorrow and maybe it'll be 127 and a half and we can maybe get that hook, but I think 127 is a good price. I mean, it's a good number for this total.
Yeah, I think I'll stay away from the total altogether. So our last college basketball game for tomorrow, Wednesday, will be UCLA at Maryland. Both teams are 8-2. Maryland is 8-2 against the spread. UCLA 5-5 against the spread. Another one, Maryland's 5-0 at home. So what do you think about this one?
Oh man. So I was really high on UCLA at the beginning of the season. I bet them against Illinois, they lost. Bet them against Baylor, they lost. And since that game, they're just clicking. Jalen Clark, Jamie Jackless Jr., they're averaging about 18 points a game. Some of them sometimes are putting up 22, 24 points a game. I don't know, man. Maryland lost 2 back-to-back to Tennessee and Wisconsin. I see this game being really close, and I really lean towards the under.
Yeah, so yeah, UCLA has definitely been hot. They've won their last 5. Maryland lost their last 2. I think UCLA has a better strength of schedule. The two teams you
They
just
do.
mentioned are really good teams. UCLA is a top 10 offensive team. They don't turn the ball over. Their defense is really strong as well. I guess Maryland's the favorite because they're at home. But I lean to the UCLA side.
I'm with you. I think this is a good rebound spot for UCLA to show people like, yeah, we might have lost to Illinois and Baylor, but we're going on the road and we're beating this Maryland team, giving them their first loss at home. I like UCLA too, man. UCLA and under is my lean.
Absolutely.
That's
UCLA.
right.
All right.
Bruin, baby. Bruins.
So we have 2 college football games. We're going to talk about both of them are on Saturday. These are ball games. This first one's a little weird. Cincinnati at Louisville. This is the Wasabi Bowl.
I thought this was the Fenway Park Bowl.
Oh yeah, this is Fenway Bowl. All right.
Yeah.
This one's weird because both
They're on the
coaches
same
are
side.
leaving, and the Louisville coach is going to Cincinnati. So both teams are going to have an interim coach here. This line is Louisville is a favorite, -1. Over 41.5. Anything jump out of you here?
I like the under.
The under?
Yeah.
Hey.
So one thing I really want to point out here is both teams are going to be on the same sideline. Like they're both like the way the stadium is set up. Like one team is here, one team is here. Like they're right next to each other on the sidelines for this game. And I think that's absolutely bizarre for a football game. Number one, cool. Especially when you have one coach literally leaving and can literally take 5 steps and go coach his team he's going to next season. But I like the under with bowl games, especially ones like this that don't really matter that much and are days and in some cases weeks before the ones that really matter. You get a lot of people who opt out, a lot of people who don't really care. So with that being said, I really lean towards the under. This will be a low scoring game. They're just going to run the ball, get their money for showing up, and that's it.
It's a possibility. Betting splits on the under look pretty good. I think we're at 89% on the sharp side compared to 28. Oh. But yeah, I guess this is a this is a tough game to cap. I don't know. I guess under would be my play as well. I guess.
And it's Boston. It might be a little windy. But I would play the under if I'm playing this game.
I don't hate it. I love me some unders. All right, so our last game is going to be Florida at Oregon State. This line is set at 10, over under at 52.5. This is the Las Vegas Bowl. Any thoughts here?
Yeah, I like Oregon State up to about 11.5. Florida, you have no clue who's playing quarterback. One guy's in the transfer portal. One guy got cut. They're a disaster right now. I think Oregon State comes out here and just pounds them, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Anthony Richardson, I don't think is going to be playing. Cyrus Torrance, I think he's out. I think they're going to have a lot of guys in the transfer portal. So
Mm-hmm.
you don't even know who's playing for Florida at this point. Yeah, I like the 10. It's a good
And
number.
Oregon State defensively looks pretty good. They really
They
played
just
pretty well.
had a big win their last game out.
I think they ride it in to the bowl game, win, cover, and end the season on a high note. Look forward to next season.
Yeah, I agree. I think Oregon State covers this number.
I agree, and I'd lean towards the over as well. I know Oregon State plays well defensively, but again, with all the people that are questionable in the portal for Florida, I think Oregon State's going to put up some points. And even if Florida puts up like 10, 14 points, what did you say it was 52.5?
Yeah, you think they're going to
Yeah,
score in the 40s?
I could see it. Florida's not good. The last time Florida had anything to be excited about this season was their win against Utah, which was like week 2.
That was week 1, yeah.
Week 1.
Yeah.
This team, that seems like decades ago for this Florida team, man. They're gonna get steamrolled in this bowl game.
Possibility.
High likelihood. Take it. Oregon State.
All right. Not bad at all. All right. So I guess we'll wrap it up there. You want to tell people where to find you, what you're doing?
Yeah. I'm on Pick Advisor, WryTron. You can find me in the Insiders Room Discord as well. Find me on Twitter at Betting Underdog. My free play today is the Capitals on the puck line. You can get it at DraftKings at plus 125. It might be at plus 120 right now. But yeah, Blackhawks suck. I think Cap win this one easily.
Yeah, I like the Caps too. They're a good one tonight. Ovechkin could get his 800th goal tonight too.
Would love to see it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Love me Ovechkin, man. He's so good.
I like Ovechkin. I'm a fan. Yeah, all right. So I'm RyCape. You can find me at RyCape. I'm on Pick Advisor. I have a couple plays today. I think they all started already. But yeah, make sure you check out pickadvisor.com. Go into the Insiders Room Discord. And any last parting words?
I'm still your thunder. Let's cash some tickets.
Let's cash some tickets.